Hi friends, welcome to or welcome back to the channel Jane Reads. My name is Jeanette and today we are going to do, or I am going to review, my quarter 1 reading and do a goal recap. So grab a cup of coffee and let's go through some questions and then I will look at the goals. I'm having coffee in the mug that my best friend made for me a few years ago and sent to me. So this is me in Ontario and Christine in Alberta. Let me put that down. Okay, so the first set of questions I have taken from Morgan's Endless Bookshelf. She just did a video very recently with this, and I decided I'm going to use her questions and then I'll go into the goal recap because the last few questions lead into the goals. Okay, question number 1 is, how many books have you read so far? So from January to March, I have read 36 books. I have read 12 books every single month. And it's funny when I look at my stats because they're all 12, but January was the least amount of pages, and then February is the next, and then March was the most number of pages. So it slowly went up. I'm sure that is going to change. It's not going to keep going up, but yeah. Okay, question number 2 is, have you found a book that will be a 2026 favorite? And if not, what has been your favorite book so far? So I have had 10 5-star books so far this year. 2 of those 10 have been rereads for me, but still that's 8 brand new 5-star reads for me. And I think my favorite so far is Beyond the Clouds by Elizabeth Camden. Which is funny because this is not the one I thought was going to be my favorite of the series because I have binged this series this year. But yeah, this is the one that stands out to me. It is book 3 of the Women of Midtown series. Okay, and then question number 3 is, any 1-star books, or what has been your least favorite book? Well, I have no 1-star books. I have 1 2-star book, and that is Second Impressions by Pepper Basham. I laughed at parts of this book, but overall I was annoyed with the circumstances and how it was, like, kind of what the author had put the characters in and how the characters reacted. I just didn't like it. Okay, number 4 is, what is your most read genre so far? My most read genre is romantic suspense, with 13 books. And historical fiction is behind that with 6, I think I said. 8. I had to look at my sheet. 8. So 13 romantic suspense. And number 5 is, what book has surprised you? And I think I'm going to say The Golden Filly Collection by Lorraine Snelling. This is a young adult juvenile fiction is what it says. We're following a 15-year-old character. So I don't think it's quite middle grade, but it's also not adult. And I was just shocked for this being geared towards teenagers, some of the heavy topics that was included in it. And I think that is what surprised me the most. I think I read this as a child, like as a teen, but I don't know for sure 100%. Some of it seemed familiar, but I could have read a different book that was set around horse racing and took place at the Kentucky Derby. Like, that's very possible because I was very into horses. I still am, but very much as a younger person. So it's possible I read another one. But if it was this one, it did not. Like, my memory did not. Like, oh, I've read this before. I know what's going to happen next. I was shocked at some of the heaviness that was included in this. However, the way it is dealt with is done really, really well. I really enjoyed this book. Okay, number 6. What book has come out in 2026 already that you want to read but haven't? And that is Taming Lady Temperance by Karen Whittemire. This came out in February, and I have not read it yet. And Karen Whittemire is an author like I like to read right away because I'm always waiting for the next book, pretty much. However, this book is on my April TBR, so it will be getting read very, very shortly. And then number 7 is one goal you are succeeding at. So now we're heading into the goals questions. And the goal that I'm succeeding at so far this year is my 26 in 26. I have read 12 of the 26 books. So that is more than 2 a month. It's about 2.5 a month. Yeah, so I only have 14 books left out of the 26 to read in 9 months. And I've read 12. Wait, that's more than 2.5 a month. 3, 6, 9. That's 3 and a bit a month. Good math there, Jeanette. Yeah, so I have 14 books left to read in 9 months. I'm pretty sure I can complete this. But then we go into question number 8. Is what is one goal that you need to focus on? And that is my books purchased pre-2020. My goal is to read 7 of these books, and I've read 1. So I need to focus on this. I mean, I still have enough to do 1 a month because I have 9 more months. But yeah, I've not been focusing on that one at all. So now that we're talking goals, let's look at my goals sheet and how am I doing? So goal number 1 was to read 126 books. My BFF has given me bonus points if I read 162 books. Is she crazy? So maybe. So I have read 36 so far. According to Goodreads, I am ahead of my goal for the 126 by 6 books, I think is what it said. But yeah, so that's going really well. Then goal number 2 is to read the 26 books picked by my BFF and husband. So that's the 26 in 26. I am making good progress on that. Goal number 3 is to read 16 books that are on my rereads bingo board. I've read 3. So I've read basically 1 a month. So I do need to do more than 1 a month to be able to complete all 16. But I think it's possible. We'll see. Some of them are standalones, but some of them are later in the series and I haven't started the series yet. So we'll see. But I should focus on this a little bit more than I have been. Goal number 4 is to read the 10 self-destruct books. I have read 4 of the 10, so I'm on track there. And one of them is on my April TBR. One is on my April TBR, so I will continue making progress in that one. And then number 5 is to make progress in 26 series. I did not look this one up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've made progress in 13 series so far. And I have completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 series. So I've completed 6 series and I made progress in 13. Now, those 6 are included in that 13 number, but yeah, it's getting there. My series number has not changed because every time I finish a series, I start a series. So it's really kept even. I need to improve on that and stop starting series. Okay. Goal number 6 was to binge 8 series, which means I have to read, I have to start it, and finish it this year. And my goal was 8. I have done 3 so far. So I have binged the Women of Midtown series by Elizabeth Camden, the Paper Heart series by Courtney Walsh. I just realized I can't count the 3rd series because I finished it April 1st. But I'm going to tell you what it is right now. But technically I only binged 2 at the end of March. So that 3rd series is Wings of Glory by Sarah Sundin. Okay, goal number 7 is to read 7 books purchased prior to 2020. So as I said, this is the one I need to make progress on. I have read 1, which was Protecting Her Daughter by Lynette Eason. I do have one of these books on my April TBR, but only one, so that would only be 2. This is slow progress. Okay, number 8 is to read 6 authors to 0. I have made some progress on my authors to 0 list. I have, Amanda Cox, I'm waiting for her new book to come out in the summer. Otherwise, right now I am caught up to her. But technically she's not to 0 because I know there's one coming out. I have 1 book remaining by Liz Johnson to read. I just need to read it. I have 2 books by Karen Whittemire, but one of them is on my April TBR. I have 2 books by Kate Breslin, and one of those is on my April TBR. So this is still a possibility. I'm not concerned about that yet. It's when I get to the bigger authors like Lynette Eason or Irene Hannon or even Courtney Walsh, where I have quite a few books, where if those are the only ones I have left, I might start panicking a little bit. Okay, and then goal number 9 was to complete 5 yearly reading challenges. I've done very bad at tracking my reading challenges this year. I have kept up with mine, but as you can see, I have not printed any book covers. I have written in pencil the books, so I don't know how well you can see that, but I have kept up with it. So I am on track, which is good because that's my own. It'd be horrible if I wasn't even keeping track with my own. But the other ones, I have not really filled out. I started for January, and then I have not entered any more. So I need to go back and look at the reading challenges and see, have I read a book that would fit the monthly prompt? I don't know yet. We'll see. That's something I need to work on, but I think that goal is fine. And then number 10, my last goal was to post book reviews within 1 month of finishing the book. Now, I was being kind of generous to myself by giving me 1 month to write the review, and that's because I was really slacking off on writing them. I haven't improved very much on writing them. I am behind currently, but I'm only behind with the books that I read last week. So I'm only a week behind, not a month. So I just need to be better at that. And I'm keeping them on Goodreads. I was putting them on Goodreads and then moving onto my blog as well. But my blog is very out of date right now. I have not kept it up to date for the last 6 months probably. And I'm undecided whether I'm going to put that effort forward or not. I don't know yet. I do have them on Goodreads though, so that's I'm good with that right now. So that is my recap of Q1, how it's going, and what goals I need to focus on going forward. So there's a couple that I knew I had to focus on, like my self-destruct, my pre-2020 books, and apparently my rereads. I didn't realize that I'd only read 3. I have read 6 rereads, but only 3 of them count. No, I've read 8 rereads. I don't know. I can't remember the number now. But only 3 of them I counted on the bingo board. So yeah, I need to prioritize that as well. But I am not stressing yet, and I will never stress. Well, I shouldn't say never. As of this moment, I am not stressing. I'm really working on my 26 in 26 because once I complete a line on my 26, I either get to buy a brand new book and not be cheap like I am, or I get to change the way I play my TBR game and basically my reward. So I get to choose, do I want to buy a book or do I want a reward for my game? And the reward for my game is I get to do all the roles and find out all the prompts before picking my book. Normally I pick a book to match the prompt as I roll. And sometimes that's kind of backfired a little bit because I use a book for one prompt and then another prompt comes up later. I'm like, I could have used that book for this instead. So that's just, so it's a fun little reward, but sometimes there's a book I want to buy instead. And right now, my priority is I want to complete a line so I can earn a book with the hopes of buying the new Irene Hannon book. But we'll see what happens there. So yeah, that is my video for you today. Please tell me what has been your favorite book so far this year, and have you set reading goals? And if you set reading goals, what goal are you succeeding at? And what goal do you need to focus on? Let's have bookish conversation in the chat. And if you don't feel very chatty, let's just put down like a checkbox or a check mark or something to do with the to-do list emoji in the chat, in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.